everybody, and welcome to these your guided messages for the 30th of November 2025. Welcome to the channel. For those of you who are new, hi, I'm Linda and I'm in Australia. And thank you for joining us today. And those of you who are our followers and subscribers, all our love is coming your way for your support and encouragement. Okay, everyone, what we normally do, as you know, is we ask Spirit for some guidance for what's going on now. Now, today, the 30th of November, the day after Mercury's turned. Oh, thank God. So it's been difficult. It has been an unusual time in the last 20 odd days because there's been so many other planets too that have been difficult to tolerate their energy and so on. So many of us have been feeling it, haven't we? And I think you know what I mean, especially those of you who are enlightened and who are spirit workers. So we're going to ask Spirit we've asked for 3 cards from our Radley Valentine Angel deck. It's a beautiful deck. If you're interested in it, that is the deck. It's really very, very, very beautiful. And I've had this deck try and hold it still for you. I have had this deck for many, many years. One of the first ones I ever bought. In fact, it's my second one. The other one's a bit ratty looking. But it's also the deck that I use. My old deck is the one I use every morning to get my daily guidance from my guide, the lady that runs my decks. And so it's always a good idea, everyone, if you want to become more enlightened, if you want to connect to spirit a little bit more, and you want to start a journey on spiritual growth, every morning ask Spirit for 1 card of guidance and use that same deck every day. Don't use different decks because you want your spirit guide to learn to get to know that deck as one of their tools or as a tool that they use. And so find a deck that you really love or jumps out at you somewhere. You may already have one that's your favorite. And say to your guides, each and every morning I'd like to ask for 1 card, please, just 1 card to give me some daily guidance. And that's also a way of acknowledging spirit, a guide that walks with you because they do like to be acknowledged, believe you me. So just give that a try, everyone. As you know, I am a mentor. I've been training people for over 40 odd years now to get in touch with their gifts and how to work with their spirit guides. And that is just one little tool, one little way that you can start to develop your psychic abilities. So let's have a look, shall we? The overall energy that Spirit wants to give us at the moment, the 30th of November, then we're going to ask for 1 card from the Letting Go deck. Is there anything we need to let go of at the moment? We're also going to ask for 1 card from the Angels, Gods and Goddesses deck. And of course, we've got the normal Rider-Waite Tarot and that we'll also ask for some guidance with. So let's have a look first. The very first card that Spirit has given us. And as you know, Radley Valentine, he actually uses elements. He uses water instead of cups. And he uses air instead of swords and earth for pentacles. But his decks are lovely. And this is a really nice deck. It gives that little bit of extra message, a little bit of extra message for my clients. So this is we've got the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is contentment. So many of you may now start to feel a little bit better because we are coming into the Christmas season. It's very possible that many of you are feeling, happy about maybe catching up with loved ones, with family, and so on. But it's very much about feeling as if you are being looked after. It is a card or an emotion of feeling pretty good within yourself. It can also be about relationships. Cups are a heart center. So many of you, you could be interacting with family and arranging holidays, going Christmas shopping for the loved ones, the kiddies and things like that. And so this is a really lovely energy to step into or to take on board. Look at what you are happy with. Are your material needs being met? But our materialistic side isn't the most important, is it? Sometimes we need to look at the happy, loving side of our relationships. And this is very much a positive message about nurturing and looking after and appreciating the loved ones who are in our life. We have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, it's about our independence, it's about decision making, it's about focusing. If we have a good look at her, she is so focused in this deck. Look at she is seeing the humor in the situation, yes, but she's also not looking at anything but this ball. There's a horse in here too. And that is representing what it is she wants to do, what it is she's focusing on, the moves that she is intending to take. She's going to make a decision. So, are you about to make some decisions? Do you feel you need to? Are you on the verge of making a move? Because we've also got the Ten of Pentacles here, which is again very much about family. We've got family here, we've got family here. So it's very possible some of you could be making a big move or thinking about even spending time with family right now. This is also very much an energy of needing to clear away things. She is totally focused on her journey, her needs, her purpose at the moment. She's not interested in things that don't serve her. She's not interested in things that could throw her off. And so this is the time for you to stay very focused. And also maybe it's also a time for you to step away from or detach yourself from those who no longer serve you, situations, or in some cases, even people. When we have the Ten of Pentacles, this is very much a happy life. This is celebration around finances, it's family, it's inheritances, it's superannuation sometimes, it's security. And this is what she's now thinking about. This is what we need to focus on. What is it that you want to create when it comes to your finances? What is it you want to create when it comes to your security? It's also a good time to start looking at the magical things in life. And because it is the 30th of November, we haven't got long to go now, 3 weeks before Christmas. And with Mercury coming out of retrograde, it's time now to move forward. It's time to take action. She's been focusing for a while. She's been waiting for the right time. Now is a good time to start to get things moving and to put plans into place when it comes to what it is you want to accomplish next year, what you really want next year. You want next year to be a better year. Yes, you are happy with a lot of things and you have a certain amount of contentment around you, but at the same time, there are other things that you're wanting to build on now. And so now is the time maybe to start to put those ideas down on paper or in your journal or just talking about it with family. This is very much a family reading here. We've got the family, we've got family. And so this is about, this is about relationships, and this is about relationships. And this is focusing. This is being independent, yes, but it's also about experimentation. It's about looking into things and looking at what it is we need to look into. So many of you could be making plans to talking and having discussions with your loved ones around about this time, the end of November. You could be talking about Christmas. You could be talking about holidays. You could be talking about, what it is you want to create over the next few weeks. And so it's a happy time. This is very much a very happy time. And so we're going to ask Spirit if there's anything at this time that maybe we need to think about when it comes to, is there anything I need to let go of? Is there anything I need to reevaluate? Is there anything I need to look into a little bit more? And so we're going to ask for one card only from this beautiful Letting Go deck. So the Letting Go deck, I'll show you in case you want to buy any of these decks. It's a beautiful deck. Oops. Beautiful deck by David R. Hawkins. It's really lovely. It's very educational and it makes us think. about some of the things that maybe we're not thinking about. So let's have a look and see. I'm going to ask Spirit, please, for one card for us all. This is for the 30th of November. What is it that maybe we need to let go of at the moment? And this is for me too, everyone. Don't forget these messages are for me as well. Okay, the purpose of letting go is the elimination of the ego. It's a good little message because what it says is the ego is fearful and limited. And when it is surrendered, the inner self stands forth, and what was always more powerful is revealed. So, this is not a time for you to hold fear. The ego is actually fear. So, this is a time for you to let go of any fears that you may have around these situations when it comes to family, when it comes to what it is you want to bring into your life. I feel that this is very much a message for many of you for 2026. This is about making decisions. Yes, it could be emotional. Yes, it could be about your finances, but it's about what you really want in your future next year. What is it that you really want to accomplish? And it's obvious for some of you, not all of us, but for some of you, family is involved. And so don't allow yourself to be fearful in any way. In fact, the best way to face your fears it's not just to let them go, but to talk about them, to communicate. And this is also very much about communication. The Queen of Swords, she speaks her truth. She's very reliable. She's very independent. She's got a nice sense of humor. She's got a dry sense of humor, but she is a beautiful queen. And she's one that can be trusted, when it comes to discussions and so on. So for some of you, there could be a Queen of Swords in your life, a mother or a higher, a mentor or somebody that maybe you need to talk to about any of the things that maybe you need to let go of to be able to move forward, especially any fears that you may have at the moment. So allow yourself to be vulnerable, open to somebody in the family. It doesn't have to be a female, there's no gender in these sorts of readings, but the Queen of Swords is very much an energy can be a person who is very independent, very family orientated, always there for others, and has the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding and compassion within her. And so there could be somebody that maybe you need to maybe discuss all these things with at the moment. So these fears are hit on the head and you can let go of them because it's very possible that this person could also help you to release that by giving you some guidance. So we're going to ask the angels, gods and goddesses for one card. And I always read the message out for you, everyone. This is a beautiful deck. If you like our messages, please give us a like. If you leave us a comment, I'm Linda from Australia. I'd love to hear from you, where you're from. It does help us grow. So thank you so much for your support. Please subscribe to the channel. That way you will receive your daily guidance, your guidance every 5 days, which is what these are, and the other work that we do on behalf of Spirit. And so we're going to ask the angels, gods, and goddesses, please, can you give us one message for this time of the year? This is for the 30th of November, please, for everybody. Thank you so much. The goddess of oneness, beautiful. And she certainly is a beautiful goddess. Someone you love is thinking fondly of you at this moment. Now, some of you may, in fact, have somebody who has recently passed over. But what I'm being told to say to you here, if you're like me and you find Christmas a little bit emotional because of those that you have lost, then they just want you to know, Spirit wants you to know that they are most definitely here around you at this moment. So this is the goddess of oneness. And here is the message. Someone you love is thinking fondly of you this very moment. For me, it's usually my mother because my mother was really into Christmas. And every Christmas, I get a little bit emotional because I miss the way she used to do it, she was a Welsh, Welsh people, Celtic. They really do go into Christmas, and Mum and Dad used to put on a big thing for all the family. So I get a little bit emotional at Christmas time. So remember that that love is not restricted by time or space, and you are forever connected spiritually to those you love and care for. It is understandable that you may be saddened because they are physically apart from, that you are physically apart from someone you dearly love. Alternatively, you may be saddened by a loved one's recent passing from the earth plane, and that may apply to some of you. Through this card, they are making their presence felt. So this is to let you know that they are there, they're around you. They have not left you and will never leave you. They are forever with you in spirit. The bonds of love can never be broken. Feel and acknowledge their presence, for they are with you in spirit right now. So, right now, think about that person. And for many of you, you will actually have that sense of presence. If you think about that person in a gentle, loving, kind way and center yourself quietly, you may even experience their essence. You may have that feeling that they are around you. So let's have a look now and see what our spirit would like to say. So I'm just going to ask for 3 cards from the Rider-Waite deck. The original, I always call this the original tarot because it is. It is the original deck that many of us, first learnt how to use with our guides. And so we're going to ask just for 3 cards, if I may, from this beautiful deck. What is it? What else would you like to give us, please? So we have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. And what else would you like to give us? Okay, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. That's great. Look, she is asking me to take the top one as well. So she wants me to have 4. So let's have a look at what our spirit is saying for us. For the 30th of November, 2025, what else would spirit like to bring forth? Okay, let's have a look, shall we? And so the very first card is the 5 of Pentacles. Now, everyone, the 5 of Pentacles, this is lack of. In our thoughts, it's lack. Many of you could very well be worrying about the expenses of Christmas. It's tough, isn't it? For many people, it is very, very tough. But really, the message about this card is that there is actually help around you, but you can't see it yet. It's very possible many of you could come through Christmas with a gift of some kind that is actually going to get you through. So try very hard not to think too much about your fears. Let go of the fear because there is no need for it, because there is some form of change that is on its way. You just can't see it yet. They're walking along, they're going past this gifted window, which is finances, money. They can't see it. Because they have their heads down, or they're mainly concentrating on the lack. But in actual fact, it's very possible many of you are going to get a bit of a surprise, a financial surprise. So isn't that nice to know? And because we have the Knight of Wands. This is about action. So this time, right now, don't be frightened to take action. Look, he's ready. This is he's ready. He's a knight that he's ready to go. I'm ready. I'm going to take action and also take up this opportunity. So when this opportunity surfaces, you get ready because you need to act on it. And don't hesitate. This is not a time to hold back or to overthink things. This is a time to take action. This could be career, for some of you, because Wands does represent what we do for a living. It does represent, our careers and so on and so forth. I know Pentacles is all about our finances and so on, but we have a positive message around that. But the Knights are action. And this Knight, he is ready to act. Look, he's ready to go. So get ready. And also don't be afraid to take action. Don't be scared right now. whatever's going on around you, if you need to take a leap of faith, if you just know that you need to take action, then take it. Trust your intuition. Have faith that Spirit is guiding you. The Seven of Pentacles is all about reevaluating things, looking at things, making sure that we sow the seeds in the right place. He's contemplating. This could be a time when you need to contemplate on what it is that you're really focusing on. This is a decision, remember. There's a decision here. But before you make that decision, make sure you really look into this. So this is a financial situation now. And this could be the offer here that you want to act on it, you are ready to act, but before you do, make sure you reevaluate everything, won't you? Make sure you weigh it all up, look into it properly, because this is a big change. This is you now having an opportunity. There's an opportunity here for you to sow some seeds. Where do I want to put that? Where do I want to go? Do I want to go here? Do I want to go there? So make sure that you do look into this, won't you? We are looking at financial security here. The Ten of Pentacles is all about your financial security. Okay. And so it's a very important time at the end of this month, November the 30th onwards. It's a very important time to start to really plan your next, what you want for next year. The Four of Cups. So here he is. Look, he's sitting under the tree and he's saying, oh, I don't know. This can be not interested. He looks like he's not interested. We are being asked not to be afraid to take action. And so this guy here, he's sitting under there and he's saying, I'm not really interested. I'm really not. He's concentrating on this. This is what he really wants. This is what would really make him happy. While it's not enough, I want all four. That's one of the messages of this card. What my guide is saying is that this is not a time to miss out. We don't want to miss out on anything. So what he's suggesting is that whatever this offer is, whatever the idea or the offer is coming, rather than just say no straight away, he's asking you to just look at the opportunities that could be here. There could be, this could grow. This could grow into something much bigger in the future. So don't hit it on the head straight away. Reevaluate things at the moment. Even if this first offer, you were hoping for more, because he's concentrating on this is what he really wants, and this is what has been offered. You could have gone in for a job and they said, oh, well, we'll pay you 80,000 a year. And you were thinking, well, I was hoping for 100,000 a year, hypothetically. So this is very much about reevaluating things. Look, these are not love readings, these ones that we do every 5 days. They're overall readings for the energy of the planet and what's going on in everyone's lives and what Spirit wants you to think about. Excuse me. But it could very well be a suggestion, because we have got a lot of family here. So it could be a heart center. Our love is also about family. So it is very possible. Could be an idea put to you via family. It's possible for someone out there, and it could be a time when maybe you need to reevaluate and communicate the whole situation. It is very possible that could also be the situation you're in at the moment. Excuse me, everyone. So it's some interesting guidance here for you for the 30th of November. I hope we have given you some guidance for what is going on in your lives at the moment. The next reading, of course, will be for December, so we'll be getting closer to Christmas. A little bit more different energy, some very good planets that are going to start to come into fruition, which is going to make things a lot easier. Things are definitely starting to lighten up. I think we're all feeling the change of the energies, where things are a little bit lighter. People are a little bit happier, a little bit more cooperative. It has been quite a few weeks of excessive energy, and so now things are definitely starting to soften. which is really, really good. So, everyone, it's been lovely to be with you today. Please let us know in the comments if this resonates with you. We would love to hear from you. I always reply to you, as you know. A like and a comment helps the channel grow. And so we are very grateful for your support. For those of you, our followers, subscribers, and those who do leave messages and give us likes, we would just like to take this opportunity to say thank you very, very much for your support in helping our channel to grow. I'm Linda in Australia. Where are you from? Love to hear from you. Please take care, and I look forward to catching up with you in another 5 days. And don't forget, every morning you will receive, when you subscribe, you will receive your daily guidance, which is usually a couple of cards that we choose from the daily guidance deck, and also usually the angels, gods, and goddesses. Those videos are only about 7 or 8 minutes long. They're not very big, but they are very important because they are daily guidance that Spirit wants to give you for the day. So please subscribe, hit the bell and all, and you will receive those automatically into your social media platform, wherever you're on. So take care, everyone. It's been lovely to be with you today, and I look forward to catching up with you again very, very soon. Bye bye for now.